Hey guys, hope everyone's well. We're just off the back of the Arnold Sports weekend here in the UK, and what an amazing weekend. 60,000 fans, 5,000 plus athletes. Had an amazing time. Everyone I bumped into had a smile from ear to ear, so that made me super happy. One of the highlights of the weekend was seeing the disabled strongman, albeit from a little bit of a distance, but these guys are super inspirational for me. You know, these guys are missing limbs, they've got mental disabilities, and they train all year and they get up on that stage and they compete in front of thousands of people, and they prove to everyone that no matter what life deals you, no matter what cards are dealt to you in life, they can still go out and do amazing things and inspire people. And by God, did you inspire me, and I hope everyone else there was inspired as well. So big up to the disabled strongman. That was my highlight. It was great to catch up with old friends. It was great to see so many happy, smiley faces. For me, I caught up with Larry Wheels as well. And if everyone remembers, a little while back, he posted a picture of Thor holding my decapitated head, which for me was just like, wow. How Larry's picked a side. He's put that brick wall up between me and him. There was no pre-warning. There was no like, hey, Ed, I'm going to do this. It was just put up, and then obviously, you know, it's been quite a bit period for them. And then Larry last week messaged me and asked if we want to do some content this weekend. So I was a bit taken back of like, right, okay, so maybe I've got things wrong. Maybe Larry didn't intend to break our friendship. So I thought, rather than get into an interaction online, where I'm from, if someone said something about you or to you on the internet, whatever, you go and see them in person. So that's exactly what I did. Here's the interaction here, just so you can see it.
I was just going to ask you how Thor's balls taste in your mouth. Do they taste good?
That was a bicep.
Bicep's good, man.
Is it?
Really good, yeah.
So when you're little, you're ready for 10 grand to pay up, right?
No, I'm ready to take 10 grand off you. That's what's going to happen, man. It's a real deal. Can I just ask, that post you put up with my head decapitated, yeah? What positivity at all whatsoever was aimed towards me when you did that? Can I ask?
The positive part is I want to hype the fight.
Okay.
Get the crowd going.
Yeah.
Eddie, I work with you in the class.
But where was the positivity towards me, considering we were good friends, and where was the positivity towards me? I'm asking you man to man. Where was the positivity? If you're going to do that, without saying it up front, that to me is a kick in the dip, mate.
If you took serious offense to it, I apologize. That's not what I intended. I intended to stir up the pot, get some excitement going, make for a big match. I think it's really exciting.
All right.
And honestly, I just for the cameras. If I offended you, I'm sorry.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. Apology accepted.
All right, brother.
Carry on sucking Thor's dick, and I'll look forward to taking 10 grand off you.
That 10 grand is mine, by the way.
It's not, mate. Anyway.
Go with the bicep.
See you in a bit. Thank you, man.
So Larry explained himself. He explained it was just to hype the fight. He didn't want to put that brick wall up between me and him. I wasn't offended by it. I just wanted to know where I stood with Larry Wheels, because in this day and age of digital shit slinging, it's quite hard to interpret what people mean by what they do and say and act on the internet. So I just thought it was best I went and saw him in person. And as you saw, you know, he was very apologetic. He explained himself. He wished me well with the bicep and everything, and I shook his hand. And you know what? I took the piss saying, carry on sucking Thor's balls and that, which he kind of deserves, you know, and he will. You know, he's obviously much better friends with Thor than he is me, and he supports Thor in the fight, which is fine. And I can deal, now he's explained himself, I can deal with that. The next day I messaged Larry Wheels to see if he wanted to go grab a training session, and he did. And I was trying to organise something. Unfortunately, he was training with Martin Ford, I was training with Wim Hof, and he had to fly out at 2 p.m, so we couldn't fit any content in, which is very unfortunate. But thank you for apologising, Larry, and hope to catch you soon in the future, mate. He did put that video interaction that you've just seen on his YouTube channel and put the title, I Hurt Eddie Hull's Feelings. I want to be clear here. It didn't hurt my feelings. I just wanted to clear the air of where I stood by what he said online. Because what people say online and what they say in person can sometimes be two totally different things. And it's kind of like being two-faced, but he explained himself, so I'm happy now. I'm used to two-faced people. You know, you look at Half-Ober Johnson. You know, I competed against him in 2017. We were friends. We competed against each other. We traveled the world. We ate meals together. He's even been around my house, and we've had house parties. And on this certain World's Strongest Man competition, we competed. I won. We shook hands. Everything seemed fine. And then the next day, this barrage of negativity. You know, I was robbed, and the referee cheated, and the Viking press was fixed. And I got no end of backlash off the media, the TV outlets. You know, people, the hate towards me was horrendous. And I thought to myself, wow, like, Thor's meant to be a friend. And I couldn't really attack it online or bring him up. You know, you have to speak about these things in person. So just under a year later, I catch Thor at Europe's Strongest Man, and I sort of pull him to one side, and I was like, Thor, what the man, what was all that about? And you know what? He explained himself, he apologised, and he sort of said, you know, he's always been second and third, he had some family issues at home, and he's coming second and third place the last 5 or 6 years. It was just the stress of it was just too much for him, and he just reacted in the wrong way, and he apologised to me. But I said to him, Thor, you can't apologise to me in person and not online. You need to go online and reverse what you've said. But he wouldn't, and he won't. He still publicly says he was robbed, and he won't apologise. So that to me is a two-faced person. You know, he apologised to my face, but online he's a completely different person. So I'm used to being stabbed in the back in a way. But the problem is, if you don't confront it, it spreads. It spreads to other people. And I'll give an example, like off the back of Larry's video saying he hurt my feelings, I've had people coming on my channels and calling me a crybaby, which doesn't bother me in the slightest. But what does bother me is when people say things to me that they wouldn't say to my face. And this person in particular, check this out. Check what Thor and Larry do. Check what it creates. This guy messages me, and he basically calls my son a fat little Twinkie and hope he gets bullied. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, like, would this guy come up to me, let's say at the weekend at the expo, would this guy come up to me and my son and come in my son's face and like, you're a fat little Twinkie and you're a crybaby? Would he heck? You know, would he heck? So I guess this is what I'm trying to portray here now is stop being two-faced on the internet, you know, and people need to call it out. And if you can call it out in person, then you should. And that's what I did here. So I think it's an important message that we spread positivity in the world and we don't try and bring each other down and sort of do things online. Don't say things on the internet you wouldn't say things to someone's face. I think that's a very important message here. And that's a message I want to portray very strongly. I do not want my kids to grow up in a world where they think it's okay to say things on the internet that, you know, you're going to have no repercussions. Never say things on the internet that you wouldn't say to someone's face. That's very important. And that's the message I want to portray here and now, is stamp out two-faced people, stamp out online bullying. Now, me and Thor have got a feud. It's irreversible. You know, we're gonna have that in the ring, and of course we've been throwing muck at each other online because we live in different countries. There's no other way to do it, and it's been back and forth, and it's got a bit heated. And Thor's come out and said he was bullied. So you know what? I'll hold my hands up. Maybe I've gone a little bit too far. I want to apologise to Thor. I did on the post. I said I was sorry, so I'm apologising to Thor if I've bullied you. I won't do it anymore. Even though a day later, after you called me a bully, you called me a fat guy on a podcast. But there you go. You know, I can take that. I'm a man. But at least I will say whatever I say on the internet, I would say it to anyone's face. I wouldn't say it on the internet and then meet them in person and say something completely different. That's important. And that's a message I want to relay here. That's a message I want to relay to children around the world growing up is don't be someone on the internet that you're not going to be in person. So spread positivity. Go out and do amazing things. And I hope everyone out there is living a good life right now. We've had the worst 2 years of our life, and we don't need this crap. We don't need two-faced people or negative people in our lives. Stamp them out. Call them out for it. It's important. So guys, keep being amazing. Keep positive. Hope to see you around at a Strength Expo or competition or something. You can have a chin wag and an arm wrestle. But thank you so much for supporting me. Even watching this video, you're supporting me. So thank you. Keep going out, being amazing. Keep being awesome. And I'll see you soon. Stay safe. Big love, the beast. Take care.